welcome back to Souls Meet. Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome, everybody.
It's a new day.
It is.
I don't know if y'all are experiencing El Nino like we are here in Toronto. Did you know that that's why the weather's been so weird?
The cold that we got?
And the rain and the cold.
The rain and the cold.
It's El Nino.
Yeah.
Which,
because La Niña, I only know that La Niña is supposed to be the warm, like whenever you get like the hot.
Yeah.
And then El Niño is like the cold. But I didn't know that this was like.
I didn't either, and I was very angry yesterday at the world for that, and then I found out, and I was like, I'm sorry.
So angry.
I'm sorry. Never mind.
I'm still
grateful.
Angry.
I'm grateful. I'm not.
I'm still
exposed to like certain countries.
I know. Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But it's very annoying because you've been having like such great days. It's been sunny in Toronto. It's been hot, so nice, and then it just like hit this like weird rainy cold day.
Very.
I have some family coming to the country,
and my grandma came yesterday too.
So my aunt is like me, like she just gets really cold easily.
Yeah.
So she was like, obviously first time in Canada, she's like, and people think that Canada is always cold.
Yeah.
Which yes, but
we get a good 2 months out of the year.
375 seconds of
nice
weather. And I was so excited because I was like, Tia, it's like so hot right now, blah blah blah. And then me yesterday being like, Tia, if you already closed your suitcase, please just add in like some pants because it's like cold.
Yeah, I mean, I think the good news is that by next week it's gonna get warm again.
Is it?
Yeah, it's just this week mostly.
Thank you for that.
So I think it should be fine. They'll be fine for sure. They're gonna get some nice weather.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I know. I felt
will come out next week. So
right.
It'll be people will be like, what are you guys
from
talking about?
Future or past?
That meme.
The math.
We're from the past. I guess.
Not special.
Or we're from the future. I don't even know.
Anyway.
Welcome.
If you're new here, hello. How are you? Please stay.
Subscribe. Like it. Comment.
So sad.
I know.
If you're not new here, welcome back. Thank you so much for supporting us always. Why don't we tell the people what we do here at Souls Meet?
In Souls Meet, we are two best friends who will go through stories off of Reddit. We will read it, and then after that, we will play
rock, paper, scissors.
Piedra, papel, tijera. And the idea is that
the winner goes first and gets to say her point of view, her opinion of these stories, and the loser has to do a different perspective. Try at least. Mm-hmm. Why do we do here? Why do we do here? Why do we do that here? English is not.
I know.
Englishing.
I know Englishing. When we read these stories, it's always so easy to just pick a side and be like, oh, that person is in the wrong, or that person is not okay. What person is mental?
Some people are mental, actually.
Some people are. So the idea is like we're able to be like, well, maybe you haven't seen this perspective, and maybe this person could have done it in a different way and be a better person.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's the whole point.
There's
always so many sides to the same story. And here at Souls Meet, we kind of like to share those perspectives and those sides and to find it. Yeah. And maybe you'll take away, you know what? I do understand that person now. I do understand what they were feeling, what they were thinking. Thank you. Or
you'll be like, I acted in the best way possible. That is the only answer because Adriana and Yari said it.
Yeah. You're welcome.
So let's go do it because it's been like 10 months. 10 minutes.
Englishing.
What's going on?
It's been 10 months.
It's a Monday, people.
We're from the past.
Last episode is the 84. It's been 84 years. You're gonna see it.
Oh, I forget what we do because we just do so many. Okay. Am I in the wrong for asking my cousin for her medical degree.
Asking her for it. Okay.
I, 29 female, and my cousin, 30 female, has 3 kids, 10, 9, and 4. She has not vaccinated any of them. Oh, the vaccination topic.
This is a vaccination
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Now, let me preface this by saying this. I don't care what you do with your child. If you vaccinate, don't vaccinate, etc. It's your child and your choice.
Okay.
However, my cousin will go to great lengths to tell anyone who disagrees with her stance on vaccines to educate themselves or do your research. This absolutely drives me up the wall because the research is based on Google searches, not peer-reviewed journals, not pediatrician advice. Just simply, should I vaccinate my child? Well, one day, we had a discussion about me having children one day. She already tried to say, well, don't vaccinate your kids. It's bad for their health. I said I would follow whatever my OB or my future children's pediatrician says. Then she said, well, I highly recommend you educate yourself and do your research before you do so. Well, I straight up asked her, well, show me your degree then. Not your Google searches, not your Facebook mom groups that agree with everything. I want to see your degree where you're qualified to tell me what I should and shouldn't do with my baby. You can do whatever you want with your kids, but don't you dare tell me how I should raise my future children. She got mad and left. Our families are divided. Some say that I was right. Some say that you should have just heard her out. I feel bad for upsetting her, but I'm not going to let someone say I'm uneducated when all they do is research BS on Google and Facebook mom groups and just run with it. So, am I in the wrong? There's an edit. I did not expect this to blow up the way that it did. Wow. Thank you for all the comments. I wanted to clarify some things. Yes, I absolutely care about vaccines. I plan to vaccinate my future children. Where I was saying I don't care was parents are unfortunately, that's wrong, are going to do what they are going to do besides just listening to doctors' advice. I can't help but laugh at some people who are saying this post is AI. I swear someone could fart and y'all would claim it's AI. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Piedra, papel o tijera. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Is she in the wrong for telling her cousin, show me your degree?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would even pass this to you, and then I'll try to.
No, I wasn't prepared.
Yeah, I know. I think that's why
this has never happened on Soul's Meet before.
I know. This is inédito. But it's just because I don't know. I don't know if you're in the wrong for saying that because I made a face and I was like, ugh. Because I'm just like, I'm so done with people like dividing families for such a stupid fight. Because at the end of the day, it's what you said at the beginning. Everybody will do whatever they want to do. And I'm glad that she's like, she knows that. And like, she doesn't want to tell people what to do, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But then you're in a conversation with somebody who can be difficult because that person sounds difficult.
She sounds like one of those people that, yeah.
So you want to take it?
Oh, okay. It's hard because I don't know if I should focus on the question or like
same.
That's the thing, right?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Or the actual story. I don't think she's in the wrong. I'm gonna say you're not in the wrong. I think that it sounds like you're very open-minded. This is a very hot debate with like vaccinate or don't vaccinate your children. Everyone is allowed to have their opinion on this.
It was a huge discussion with adults for themselves. Now imagine with like children.
Yeah. I do have my own opinions about this. Mm-hmm. But the research that I would do wouldn't be just Google searches. It would be peer reviewed. Right. You know. But I don't think she's in the wrong just because it sounds like she's very much open to you do whatever you want with your child. She's very respectful of everyone's choices and opinions, and it just sounds like the cousin is the one that's instigating this problem. Again, she never said if you have to vaccinate your child, just like the cousin is saying you should not vaccinate your child.
Right.
All she said was, I would. And then the cousin was the one that instigated the problem. So I don't think she's in the wrong in this situation. I think the cousin is obviously very much someone who has strong opinions, which is fair. That's her children. She wants to protect them from certain things in the future. Do I agree to a certain extent? Yes, I do. Because I don't think I would give my child all of the vaccines that they say you should. But it's just a matter of respecting everyone's choice. And it doesn't sound like the cousin is respecting her other cousin's choice. And now it's created this whole, I'm also very much tired of our families don't talk now. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think she's in the wrong per se.
I think I agree with that. Okay. I agree. I fully agree with everything that you said, because I was like, yeah, that's why I'm like, so, because I can understand the other person. Like for her, it sounds like it's like life or death. You know, the type of people who are very passionate about like, look at what is happening in the world. But, and that's fine and that's okay, that's great, but not everybody's gonna be like that. So if whoever wrote this post is actually just being like, I'm just here being me, you can do you don't have to, because I have to go on a different perspective now.
Yeah.
Now I'm regretting.
Yeah, you passed it on.
I am regretting doing this. I'm just gonna comment on the fact that whoever wrote this post already said like, oh, it's driving me crazy that she's trying to tell people what to do. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, that's her. Like, she can actually tell people whatever she wants. If she feels very passionate about something, that she will go to the lens of like telling people like, educate yourself, blah blah blah. Like, that's her life. She can do whatever she wants. She can try, like, she's trying it with you, and you have a right to be like, please don't do that with me. Let's put boundaries on this. I think I'm going on the other, oh no, maybe that's what that's where I can go, but this is not really the other perspective. But OP could be like, you could have known from before, like you could have just put your boundary and your foot down and be like, listen, this is like a topic that we can discuss
off the table.
I think that's it can be very healthy to know what type of topics you shouldn't be discussing with certain people in your life, because you know 100%. It's not gonna
end very well.
Yeah,
I agree with you. I think, again, it's a very touchy topic.
Yeah,
I will say, to give some of the different perspective, is she should have heard her out, at least.
Like everything that she has to say about it.
Yeah. I'm not saying she's right in her Google research. I'm not saying it's correct. But I will say the mom's Facebook group. But I will say there are some mothers who feel very strongly about this. And I could be wrong, but I feel like those mothers go through all lengths researching for information before they make that choice.
Yeah.
And so I feel like there could be something to learn from this, and not necessarily saying like, oh, she's right, don't vaccinate your children, but I think it's worth hearing her out. The thing is, she's not a mom yet.
Yeah.
She's just talking about when I become a mom.
Yes.
When she becomes a mom, I think if she was a mom, she would hear.
Well, this is very extreme. But I met a lot of mothers within the world of autism that I was like part of a couple years ago, that were they believed completely, and I'm not here to say that it is true or it's a lie, but they completely believed that the vaccines
caused the
caused
autism.
the
Yeah.
diagnosis. And when you have a mother who saw that, like you said, peer review, like when you have somebody who went through the experience of something, like some of them would, like, and I'm telling you, I spoke openly to like more than 200 families. Like this is, and some of these people, the ones who were, some people were not, some people were like, this is not it, like this is
Yeah.
something else, blah blah blah. But the ones who were very specific, they would say things like, my child will look me into my eyes. My child would do these different things at 18 years old, sorry, 18 months old. And then they got those vaccines that come around at that time. And then something
Everything
happened.
changed. Yeah.
So again, I'm clarifying. I'm just passing on things that people would tell me. If you tell a mom like that went through an experience like that, to like shut up and not say anything when she herself believes this to be true, because
Exactly. Yes.
it's, it's like it's those moments where you're saying like, maybe this didn't happen to the person, but it like a mom will not just shut up. Right.
No. Exactly.
But
Exactly.
also let other people make their own choices.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Just if you're going to talk about it, if it's going to be a topic that's not off the table, talk about it, but be respectful of everyone's choices and opinions on it, the topic. Yep. That's all.
His children is so delicate.
Very.
Yeah. Am I in the wrong for telling my husband to fix his ED? My husband, 44 male, and I, 38 female. Okay, these are grown ups. Yeah. Yes. We have been happily married for 11 years. He has bipolar 1 and OCD. And although when we met, he was quite debilitated by them, he has gotten much better about them. We have considered having children, but only through adoption, because I don't think it's responsible to risk passing on his mental health issues. Our relationship life is fine. There is one overarching issue with it. He can only get erect if I okay.
What is going on here? What is going on here? Okay. What's coming next?
Okay. He can only get erect if I cosplay as his favorite characters in fiction. He says it's no different than couples using lingerie or role play, and that I'm shaming him for harmless fantasy. This is fine. We both love cosplay. Okay. Matter of fact, this is something that we first bonded over. We have spent so much money over the years on costumes and makeup. Money isn't much of a concern for us, and it hasn't in years. Okay.
Wow.
We both have healthy, stable careers, though his is a little stressful at times. I'm on very good terms with my family, but he hasn't had any contact with his parents in a very long time, though he does keep up with his sister, and we're both fit individuals, and we go to the gym, count calories, avoid sugar, etc. Recently, he's had this never-ending obsession with Joylene Cujaw. I have no idea who that is. From JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We both read the manga before it got adapted to Netflix. But ever since Steel Ball Run started coming out on Netflix, we are rewatching the rest of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We've both cosplayed during sex before, but I literally have to cosplay it for him to get hard every time.
Wow.
Over the past 6 months or so, he's wanted me to cosplay as various characters. I have gradually started to realize that we don't ever have sex unless I'm cosplaying. We love each other very much, and our time together is amazing, but it's getting a little tiring. Because of this, I told him to get Viagra and fix his erectile dysfunction on his own.
Oh my God.
And that most men would be thrilled to have a wife willing to sleep with them without needing a costume. I know some people will say this isn't technically ED, but from my perspective, he can't perform without me in a costume. I want to cosplay every time we have sex. That I know I'm not being the asshole over. However, I am wondering how much I insulted him by making fun of his ED. He seemed pretty hurt, and I am sure men can imagine having a loving wife in good shape and only being able to engage with her when she's in costume. Also, to be clear, I don't mind Mike. I don't mind. Okay. And to be clear, I don't mind cosplaying with him in bed. It's not something that is otherworldly or It's not something that is otherworldly difficult to do often, but it is getting old quickly for me. Am I in the wrong? Should I apologize to him? And if so, how? Thank you in advance. This wasn't easy to ask. I've always been a lurker.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So full disclosure, when we read the title, we didn't know we didn't know what we thought. ED was educational. What did you say?
Disability.
Disability.
My social worker brain just
Yeah, she's like, yeah, educational disability. And this is how you know we did not read the story. We had no idea that this is where this was going.
Did not expect this at all. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Pero tijera, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna say you're not in the wrong.
Ooh.
Not for, it's weird because your question is like, am I in the wrong for saying that? For saying that, I think you are. However, I don't think you're in the wrong for bringing up the fact that you're tired of this. Yeah. I think it's completely understandable that you're just like, this is not working for me anymore. And this is not has nothing to do with what you guys do in the bedroom. This can happen to anybody who's been doing the exact same thing for a very long time, and you guys are not like 20-year-olds. You're not in your 20s. You are on your 30s, but you're like your late 30s. Like at this point, there's a lot of things that happen with like hormones and stuff, and things like in your changes, like things that you now like that can change as well. All I'm saying you're not in the wrong is because this is a very normal thing that is going to happen to any woman. Especially because in this case specifically, also, it has a lot to do with him wanting and desiring something different than just you yourself, the version who you are usually and always. Any woman would be like, I want you to desire me, want me, not me as somebody else. While that can be fun and all of that, I can see it as a woman that can be so hurtful as well. Maybe very hurtful in a way that you haven't been able to even say out loud to him, because of course this is what you guys bonded over, and you also enjoy it to some extent. So I think there could be a woman inside of you who's also very hurt, who's also wondering if he's not gonna like you as yourself only, and who's also wondering, like, maybe there could be, like you said it yourself in some of your questions, like you could be wondering about people out there who are like, who would be very, very happy to have you. So I guess that's on your side. What you said, like the way that you said it, like, go fix it. It's not okay, but I can understand the frustration after a while. I don't know how heated this conversation got, that you just went like, boom. However, my advice, and I'm just here being like, this is something, instead of Reddit, this is therapy topic. Yeah. This is a therapy topic. Something where you need to sit down and he needs to find. I am not here to say what's going to happen or how to fix this, because obviously, again, therapy should do that for you guys. But you need to feel complete in your sex life as well, and feel good and this is what happens when you don't feel that way. Things will come out. Stuff are not going to be handled the best way possible, and you will say things like that. And
yeah, I mean, it's tough, but I agree. I don't think, well, I have to go in a different route, but I'll go with the question itself. I think your approach was very wrong. I think telling him to go fix his ED is very unfair. I don't think this is an ED problem. I really don't think Viagra is going to fix the problem here at all.
It is not going to fix it for her.
It's not going to fix it for her.
What she is experiencing.
Yeah. like it'll be a very, you can get it done just because
it will aggravate
it's there.
if anything.
Yeah.
It will be like, also then now you're only getting erect because
you're taking something.
Because you're taking something.
It's, trust me, that's not the issue here. I will also say this sounds more like a fetish than anything else. You know, it seems like if he cannot get erect without this happening, it sounds like it's a fetish more so than a fantasy or fun. And so where I see the problem here, it's, first of all, you've been married for 11 years. This is becoming a problem now. Now you're realizing that for 11 years it's been like this. I find that kind of crazy, to be honest with you. I would literally only need a couple months,
right,
to be like, why does it have to be like this? So I will say that I do think you have to take accountability for allowing it to be like this for this long without causing it, without you having a conversation about it. How has it been 11 years and you haven't asked your husband why? The only way you guys can have sex is if you do cosplay. The only way he can get erect is if you guys do cosplay first.
I can only think that, just to answer that question for you, the only thing I can think of after so many years of being married to somebody is like she's changed. You know, like
Yeah.
She said, you know, you're always evolving, and she got to a point where she just like said like, oh, you know what, like it looked fun, and you just continue to kind of do it because you know it's fun, but it gets to a point where like you've changed so much that you just like completely disconnect
And
from
that's
that. And
fair.
that's why it's like 11 years later she's just like, oh wait, like I don't necessarily enjoy this anymore, or she may
Which
never
is so
asked
fair.
herself.
Which is so fair. That's so fair. But then to go and just put all of the blame on your husband is not fair. Because you, again, whether it's you never really realized you enjoyed it too, but now you don't, like whatever the case may be, you've allowed it to be like this. It's never been an issue from what I'm understanding in the story. I don't know what's happened in 11 years.
Right.
But you can't put all of the blame on him when you've also created this thing. So I think that's the other perspective.
100% it is. 100% it is. You guys need to.
Yeah, it's therapy. You need not Viagra.
And not even conversation. I think this needs a mediator, because it's become it's a huge part of the identity of the relationship. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as like, okay, let's talk about new things. No, like if this is the only way he's got like aroused.
Yeah.
If it's the only way that he's getting aroused in years, this is a thing. Like this is something that needs to be, it's going to be a process.
Oh yeah.
To find other things.
Oh yeah.
Look for other things. I don't think it's impossible.
No.
But it's gonna, like, especially because she's saying we love each other, like, you know, we're healthy, like you don't have money problems, you don't have other things to think about. Yeah. Wow, we did not know this.
Does not know that was coming at all. But that was fun. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. See you next week.
Bye.